Hey, it's Checkmate, and welcome back to Die in the Dungeon. It's been a long time. A long time. I don't even know where to begin with this one. In this video, I've done the impossible. This is one of those ideas that was great when I theory crafted it and wrote it out on paper. Finally discovered the pure build that will truly be infinite, that cannot be defeated by any enemy, combination of enemies, no matter how high the floor gets. And then I actually did it. And it's 3 months later. There's really only one way to explain it fully, and that's to take you along and show you how this build progresses. And trust me, it's worth watching. This run becomes so powerful, it takes me down. As we enter floor 3, we see a group of tough-looking insects arguing in the distance. On closer inspection, some weird-shaped object is laying between them, and as luck would have it, it's actually the counterfeit note that we need for our build. So we'll go ahead and let's draw in our dice, play them all, and attack him. Finish this out with full health. With a swift and powerful move, you take out one of the critters. The rest scatter in panic. You approach the shining items with curiosity. We'll take counterfeit note, thank you. Now, as center, we have one free bonus coming from our hidden ace. What counterfeit note allows us to do is pay 2 coins to draw 1 die from my draw pile, which I have enough draw right now, I don't need to do that. The next thing we'll do is take the hollow property. This will reduce the cost of dice by 1 energy. We'll go ahead and put it on this attack die just to make it completely free. Perfect, and the very next event will give us the flash property, which we will then take and put on our free attack die. As you may know, this has given us a form of quick draw where we can now spend $2 to draw this back in and play it. Let's go ahead and make this die just a little bit better. We'll make this roll all 3s. And we've improved our deck just a little bit by making this roll all 6s thanks to a helpful event. We have both Mark of the Chosen and Equestrian Piece, which both will affect this flash die in a very nice way. Very good. And just like that, we've defeated the Mosquito Duke on floor 30, and we shall continue to loop number 1. We'll go ahead and grab Intertwined Souls. Nice, that's a very, very nice relic. At the beginning of the first loop on floor 32, we are presented with some very debilitating curses, including Debilitating Beverage, Old School Glasses, and Gastropod Shell. In addition to the enemies scaling up very rapidly with lots of HP and lots of attack, the devs have also implemented these curses which are specifically targeted to counter broken builds. So for instance, we have Gastropod Shell. As soon as I take that one, that is game over for me as I can no longer use my quick draw. As soon as I play my first flash, the turn is immediately done. For my specific build of quick draw, there's not 1, not 2, but 3 different curses that are targeting this specific build. That's how powerful it is. Gastropod Shell, of course, here, targeting Flash. Liquid Patience, which targets the actual ability to draw in dice with Quick Draw. And finally, Thick Oxygen. For now, I'll take Debilitating Beverage. When we step inside the mirror, we will randomly remove 1 curse. And all we have to do is trigger a really easy battle, which, again, none of these enemies can touch us because we're never going to end our turn. Now, there's a problem with the math here. We gained 1 curse every 10 floors after loop 30. So even if we get 1 removal every loop, which we're already behind on that, we're still going to gain a net 2 curses every loop. The endless curse pool is 12 right now, so that means by about floor 180, we're still going to have to get every single curse, which includes the ones that destroy my deck. However, I have a way to even these odds just a little bit. You'll be pleased to know that save scumming is alive and well in endless mode. In fact, you could save scum endlessly if you so chose. Now, it's a little bit weird, and you'll have to exit out and go back in a couple of times to refresh the events, but eventually you go out and back in and you will get a different event. And here we go. We've cycled back around to the mirror event. We can once again step inside the mirror with just a little bit of save scumming and trigger the battle. Now, to be clear, this is save scumming. So whether you want to use this exploit or not is up to you. For myself, this is a single player game, so you're more than welcome to do whatever you would like within the game. My only request is that when you're showing it off for others, as I am doing, you're upfront about whether you are save scumming or not to reach the highest floor ever in endless mode. And disclaimer, I am definitely save scumming. Now, the mathematically inclined of you may have already noticed there's a problem with my numbers. So even if I save scum both events in the last area 3, that's still only removing 2 curses every 30 floors. However, every 30 floors, I actually get 3 curses. So even though I do 2 removals every loop, I still get net 1 curse every single loop, which means again, since we only have 12 different curses in the curse pool, I'm going to at least get every single curse by floor 330, which is not completely infinite. But to solve that, that's where I pull my final trick, my final exploit, and it all has to do with this hoarse voice guy. And so, welcome to the hoarse voice event. This is rapidly becoming my absolute favorite event. Now, this is something that I have shown in the past before, but it is a little known fact, we can actually exploit this event to get rid of a curse. So we offer a relic to get 20 coins, click it, then rapidly click it when it goes on the screen, and ta-da! We have now just gotten rid of a curse. Let me run this back for you. We get 1 curse every 10 floors after floor 30, which means we get 3 curses after every 30 floors. However, I can now remove 3 curses every 30 floors as well, which means I get a net 0 curse for every loop. The curse pool is still 12, but I get a net 0, which means I am never going to have to pick up all the curses. I can now infinitely dodge these curses, the curses that are specifically designed to take my build and break it. Nice try, Tevs. Welcome to Loop 4. Enemies have over 1,000 extra HP and over 300 attack. Here's my build. As you can see, I have... How many do I have? 1, 2, 3. 3 curses only. And as I continue on in the endless loops, I will continue to have 3. Welcome to floor 50. We're at the end of loop 4. We have an extra 1,767 enemy HP on every enemy, whether it's the boss or the fly, and then plus 521 enemy attack. So I've managed to get rid of the amnesia curse, so I can actually finally be impressed that he's going to do 536 damage to me. Actually, for the mosquito boss, I'm kind of unimpressed. I expect him to one-shot me, but no, I have plenty of health here, and it will not be him doing the one-shotting. I took the liberty of improving my deck here to add a hollow flash to rain, just because when enemies have 2,000 HP to chew through, that takes a really long time, even if it's only on turn 1. So I boosted this up to 1,000 spots, so I can just play this attack down, and boom.
Much later.
Testing, testing, testing. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, it's checkmate. Welcome to floor 270. Now, because these endless loops go in multiples of 30, oh well. Welcome to floor 270, which is on loop 8. Enemies now have plus 6,507 HP and an additional 2,033 enemy attack. That translates into a lot. Now, oddly enough, we do have a lot of max HP here, 2,600, which floats weirdly off of the heart at this point. But we could actually survive 1 hit from the Duke. So that's pretty impressive. Now that being said, we've already reached the point long ago where normal floors were much harder than the boss fights, just because, if you have 3 enemies that do 2,000 damage, naturally I'm not going to survive a single turn. But we've made maybe 1 change to our deck. We've added in this basic hollow double dip prism and a block dice. Very nice. It rolls only 2s, costs 0 energy. We're still pretty good on hand size, so if we ever fight the queen bee, we should still be pretty good with the amount of draw that we're pulling in. And kind of as a quirk, there's not too much different with the relics, but as a quirk of there being 2 events on area 2 and area 3, that actually means I have 4 opportunities, provided I'm patient enough, which I am. It's taking so long. So we actually have 0 curses to deal with right now. Not a single curse. So I can actually remove more curses then I will get in a loop, so I can dodge curses indefinitely. Even so, I try to make this build a little durable, right? So I do have a bit of a heal there just in case, which is a mirror. I've got, of course, my this was actually back to the tech. I got this out of a convenience, really. So what I can do here is I can place down this prism to extend the boost a little bit. And then when I play my terrain, I can now actually cast that. When I draw that back in, cast that so I can start increasing my terrain boost a lot faster. Just the over and over flash playing was incredibly tedious. So this, once it starts rolling, right, it starts going fast. We've already gotten up to 200 or 400 together, almost 500. And that was just with a handful of rerolls. So it's a little less automatic than just spamming F and clicking the number pad. But it's long run much faster because now I'm all the way up to however many thousand this is. And multiple thousands here. We're going to be able to one-shot the boss here shortly. And we still have plenty of draw. Of course, if I ever were to run into an issue with the draw modifier, I would have the opportunity to draw using gold. So that's there as well. I've got block that I could flash on there. So, there's still a good number of curses that could completely end the run. But again, right, I don't have any right now. So I can choose out of any curses at the beginning of each area. And, that this run could go on forever. If I ever encounter an option where they only give me curses that'll end the run, I'll just save scum. Like I've been very open. I'm already save scumming. So, where are we at? We got however much damage this is. Boom. So, we'll go on this forever. I'll update you shortly. Okay. Hey, it's Checkmate. We're on floor 512. Why does this fly have 24,000 HP? This build has gone through multiple game updates. Let me just give you a refresher here. This is loop 17. Enemies have 24,750 extra HP. The build's the same. No curses. A lot of munchable dopamine. Because why not save scum the... So here's how it works. You take the prism die, you take the boost die, you take the terrain die. And then, just in case, you get all of your bonus, draw it in, and then you keep going here. And may I remind you, this is 24,000 HP. Is this long of exponential. There we go. All right, we did it. Now I can kill him. I think at this point, I've proven my point. Endless mode is endless. I could go on infinitely. Why am I doing it? Every floor is a grind, and every area is a different kind of grind because of the save scumming, the exiting, reloading, exiting, reloading. So I went back and looked at the original recording from the start of the run months ago and discovered that I had been using the wrong settings. So there was a giant stream meme pop up covering everything. I don't even know if I can make a video. So I'm gonna stop the recording here and I'll edit it together. I'm gonna save this file. Probably never gonna touch it again. Let's see if this is a video. I don't know how to end the video. My new catchphrase. This is checkmate.